Hello and welcome to the International Pentagon Challenge. My name is Kyanite and together we'll be embarking on a very special Football Manager journey where we'll aim to try and win every major international competition in all 5 continents, forcing our hand to play with hundreds of different types of players and most importantly hopefully create loads of awesome different types of tactics along the way. Once that's complete, only then are we allowed to set our sights on the biggest of all goals, the FIFA World Cup. How many nations will we have to manage until we work our way to the top? How many dodgy names will we have to pronounce along the way? So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to episode 92 of the International Pentagon Challenge. We've guaranteed qualification out of our group match, so this is going to be a relatively quick episode, but as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, we're not only playing with the 3-4-3, but we've rotated the squad a fair bit as well. I will be telling Julian and Alvarez to be trying their best not to get booked again, because it means that they'll be suspended for our last round of 16 game, which isn't really ideal. But yeah, so I've opted to go with the 3-4-3 up against a 4-5-1. Maybe on paper not the better choice, but I feel like with most of Scotland's goals being conceded in the wide areas, while on paper you'd imagine that the 4-3-3 would be better in the wide areas because you're doubling up with the fullbacks. Based off our performance so far with the 3-4-3, we scored a lot of goals, especially through Alvarez against Saudi Arabia, by exploiting the wide areas. So it's just something I want to test out. Big game against the Scottish. Hopefully we can get a win or a draw, finish top of the group, and yeah, get into the last 16. So Alvarez to the head of Miguel, and it's just about saved by a McCarthy in goal. And it looked like it was going to be another early goal from Miguel from a set piece. A point would see us finish top of the group, and so would a win. And apparently we've now got a penalty. Please pause, I'm not sure if I want a centre back taking this penalty. I want Sebastian taking the penalty, thank you very much. He's a striker, you know, he knows how to finish. He's grabbed a goal already this World Cup. What? Oh, for God's sake. I changed the penalty taker. I knew that was going to happen. And Julian really should have put away the rebound. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, on a positive note, the Scottish haven't managed to do anything. I don't think any of the teams we've played against really have managed to create much against us, yet somehow the Saudi Arabians managed to put 2 past us, and that was almost a clear-cut chance there for Scotland from a bloody set-piece. I'm not expecting us to really play well in this game because, you know, we have rotated the squad a little bit, and I am going to be making a bunch of substitutions in the second half. That's why we're on extended highlights, because this match doesn't really mean that much, I guess. But it's not been a good performance at all. So, aggressive team talk. Let's see how we're going to change this then. It's not exactly been the best of performances, has it? I think we'll dictate our choice of tactic based off of who comes off, really. And, right, so Julian. I just realised I forgot to tell them to ease off tackles. Who's the other player for us with the yellow card? Right, I went back and checked. It was Alvarez. Who is that other player for us? This Alvarez, who's very good on paper, just never seems to perform for me. Plays for Man City as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is now go to a more traditional 4-3-3. Let's get our fullbacks involved a little bit. Let's bring on Pino, who loves playing at right back, and yeah, we'll go like this on either side. And in terms of changes we wish to make, let's play with a higher tempo, play a little bit wider, be a bit more expressive, boys. Come on, mixed crosses because we've got the big lad in the box now. So 1 substitution. I don't want to, you know, make too many substitutions in one go. We've changed the shape around a little bit. You know, Scotland didn't really create much against us, but I expect us to be able to create a lot more than we did in that first half against the Scotland side. Maybe if we'd actually, maybe if the game actually listened. Oh God, maybe if the game actually listened and gave me the penalty taker I wanted to, we may have already found ourselves to be 1-0 up, but it hasn't quite materialised that way, has it? So, striker change for the Scottish. They're playing very negative, our Scotland. We've had 2 clear-cut chances already. It's just that, you need, really, we've had 2 clear-cut chances, but given the lack of chances in general that we created, it doesn't really feel like we deserve to be a goal up, despite the clear-cut chances. So it's time to bring on some fresh legs, I think, and don't mind if I do. So Ivar can come on as an anchor man. And, just, looking to try and keep players fresh, really. So, Miguel can get a bit of a rest because he's kind of played 3 games in a row, and that's really all 3 substitutions. I think once we kind of reach the 75th minute, I'll make some changes, tell the lads to take a breather. The Scots, they're not pushing forward here. The only chance they've actually had has been a header from a corner. And I think, really, these group stages so far have kind of summarised what I was talking about during the 6-2 win against Saudi Arabia. We're very hot and cold. I don't think the performance against Mexico was good, even though we managed to win. Very similar to our Nations League performances where we weren't playing great, but we were still managing to find the win somehow. And again here, we've not played great against a very poor Scotland side. Yet Alvarez, who again we brought into the side after he was rested in the previous game, has managed to probably get what will be the winner for us. That's football for you, I guess. I am still baffled as to why I don't feel like I can get this Spanish team playing as well as some of the other teams I've managed in the past. Like in terms of style of football, I feel like we played much better football under the Egyptians, and even much more intricate football under the Mexicans from a technical perspective. I know that the formations, the tactical approach is very different, but it just kind of, to me, feels like when you've got a team this good, like we do with the Spanish, it shouldn't really matter too much. But to me, I'm not really, like, watching some of these players sometimes, and some of the strikers, it doesn't really feel to me like I am managing Real Madrid and Barcelona players. And that header was just a prime example of it. Like, that header would have been put in the back of the net by Hussein Said for Egypt. Maybe not with the amount of sitters he used to miss, but hopefully you see where I'm coming from. Or like Julian there, one of the world's best inside forwards, or strikers, attacking midfielders in general, and he just skies that over the bar. I guess it's just a match engine, really, pushing my buttons, but, I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. It's my fault. I keep coming back to this game. So, 3 minutes added time. Scotland just seem happy to get second place, to be honest. Mexico have already been knocked out. So that actually makes me wonder, who are the other team in the group? Saudi. If Saudi beat Mexico, which I highly doubt they will, and we beat Scotland, could that then mean Saudi Arabia qualify out the group stages? Potentially it could, It would come down to goal difference, and they'd need a lot of goals. Oh, wow, Mexico are beating Saudi Arabia 6-1. Okay, then, that's not going to happen. And there was me. I don't remember if it was this episode or last episode saying Saudi Arabians are a good team. I know they got beat 5-0 in real life and 6-2 by us, but they're a good team. And then they just got beat 6-1 by Mexico. So it's going to mean that Mexico, whilst they've been knocked out because they lost against us and Scotland, they are going to finish third in the group, not bottom of the group. So condolences to the Saudi Arabians. Really should have won that 2-0. Not too bad considering it was a rotated squad. Told the lads that the performance could have probably been better. And on that note, let's see who we've got in the last 16. Oh, we've got Germany. Right then. No pressure. We lost 2-1 to Germany in the build-up to this tournament. So maybe a chance to get a little bit of revenge. Let's take a look at the groups then. All the games haven't been played yet, so I'll come back once they have. Okay, here we go then. So on home soil, South Korea topped a group with Argentina, Mali and Italy in it. Well done, South Korea. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying that because I managed North Korea and Japan. So really I should see South Korea as massive rivals. Okay, so that's one side. Well done, South Korea. England finished top of their group with Colombia. Belgium topped their group with Russia. An interesting result was this. Russia beat the United States 5-1. I mean, that's a Cold War fixture if you've ever seen one. Well done, Rinat Kurunov. Very nice, my friend. What a player. Legendary winger. I mean, when you're this good, you can play whatever position you want and still be brilliant. Except maybe centre-back with 7 jumping reach and not even being 6 foot tall. So, yeah, France and South Africa topped Group D. That was a very tight group, and Portugal finished in 4th place. So that's a very disappointing result for the Portuguese. Cristiano won't be proud of that one. Holland and Germany topped Group E, as you'd expect them to do. We topped Group F. Switzerland topped Group G. That's a very tight group. Switzerland, China, Chile, Tunisia, even though the points may not suggest so. Switzerland are a very good side. We played against them in the build-up. Very difficult to beat. And both Japan and Croatia got knocked out, with Honduras finishing in 2nd place. So that's a very, very interesting one. And that's obviously the reason why we ended up playing the Germans, because, I mean, either way, given the group that we were in, we were always going to have to play either Holland or Germany. So we might as well deal with the difficult fixture that we have whilst we're here. We could find ourselves going home early. It could result in us losing our job. It would be harsh if we lost against the Germans and lost our job. But, yeah. It is what it is. England, Argentina. That's an interesting fixture. I think the Netherlands will be able to dispatch of Scotland with ease. And really, I think Germany, Spain, and England, Argentina are the big games to keep an eye out for. So until the next episode, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Here we are at another World Cup. I've lost count of how many World Cups we've been at so far. Thanks for watching.